How dramatically does illegal border crossing shape the lives of U.S. citizens? A question that resonates with the current state of affairs in the United States. The issue of illegal border crossings is a hot topic, one that has rippling effects on the lives of every American. The impact of these illegal crossings is multifaceted, touching upon aspects of national security, economic stability, and social cohesion. When we talk about national security, we are referring to the potential risk posed by individuals who may enter the country with ill intentions. While this is not the case with every individual crossing the border illegally, the lack of a comprehensive screening process does leave room for potential threats. Economically, illegal border crossings can have both positive and negative impacts. While these individuals often fill jobs that many American citizens are unwilling to do, they can also contribute to an oversaturated job market, potentially driving down wages and increasing competition for low-skilled jobs. Social cohesion is another area where we see the effects of illegal border crossings. The influx of individuals from different cultural backgrounds can enrich the American cultural tapestry. However, it can also lead to social tension and division, especially when the rate of immigration exceeds the capacity for integration. Our recent news cycle has been dominated by reports on the White House's attempts to reduce southern border crossings. This has sparked a political divide, with different factions voicing their views on border issues. Some argue for stricter border control, citing concerns about national security and economic impact. Others advocate for a more compassionate approach, focusing on the humanitarian aspects of the situation and the potential benefits of cultural diversity. As we delve deeper, we see this issue is not just black and white. The complexities of illegal border crossings and their impact on U.S. citizens are vast and interconnected, requiring thoughtful analysis and nuanced understanding. It is a conversation that we as a nation need to have, not in hushed whispers but in the clear light of day. How far can one go to address the issue of illegal border crossings? This question takes us to the sun-drenched state of Arizona, where outgoing Governor Doug Ducey has stirred up quite a controversy with a project that sounds as if it's straight out of a dystopian novel. Picture this: empty shipping containers, stacked and topped with razor wire, forming a makeshift wall along the state's border with Mexico. The aim? To deter illegal immigration. Now, the governor's intentions may be rooted in concern for his state, but this project has been met with a barrage of criticism. Detractors are quick to point out the many problems associated with it. For starters, the legality of such a move is questionable. The Supreme Court has ruled that immigration policy falls squarely under federal jurisdiction, not state, which puts this entire endeavor on shaky legal ground. Then there's the cost. This isn't a budget-friendly solution. The price tag for the project is estimated at $95 million. That's a hefty sum that could arguably be better spent on other initiatives or resources. Further, critics question the effectiveness of this barrier. Can a wall of containers really deter those desperate enough to cross borders illegally? That's up for debate. And let's not forget the potential hazards. Containers could tip over, posing a risk to both humans and wildlife. There's also the negative environmental impact on public lands to consider. Governor Ducey's project is seen by many as a political stunt, benefiting him personally more than it addresses the root issues of the immigration system. It's a stark illustration of the lengths some are willing to go to tackle the problem of illegal border crossings. While these measures might seem drastic, they reveal the lengths some will go to address this issue. The question remains, are these measures the best way forward? As we delve further into this topic, we'll explore other perspectives and propose solutions in the following scenes. How does the political divide affect the handling of illegal border crossings? A question that is not just relevant but also crucial in understanding the complexity of this issue. The divide between Republicans and Democrats is stark. On one side of the spectrum, Republicans view the surge in illegal border crossings as a significant threat to national security. They emphasize the concept of gotaways, individuals who cross the border undetected, as evidence of an open border policy. This perspective often leads to calls for increased border security, stricter immigration laws, and even controversial measures like the construction of physical barriers. On the other side, Democrats focus on the issue of fentanyl, a deadly synthetic opioid, primarily entering through ports of entry. They argue that a more comprehensive approach to border security is needed, one that addresses the root causes of migration and the channels through which dangerous substances are smuggled. This political divide plays a significant role in policy making. With two diametrically opposed views, finding common ground becomes a challenge. The result? A legislative deadlock where meaningful reforms are often delayed or blocked altogether. But this divide is not just a political squabble, it has real-world implications for American citizens. For those living in border states, it can mean a constant sense of uncertainty and fear. For immigrants seeking a better life, it often results in a perilous journey fraught with danger. And for the rest of the country, it means grappling with the consequences of an ineffective immigration policy. So, the divide is more than just political rhetoric, it's a chasm that impacts policymaking and ultimately the lives of those it's intended to protect and serve. This divide not only affects how the issue is addressed, but also the lives of citizens. So, what could be the way forward? In considering potential solutions and reforms, bipartisan proposals for immigration reform could be a significant step in the right direction. For example, Senators Sinema and Tillis have put forth what many consider to be more substantive solutions. These proposals aim to address the root issues of the immigration system, focusing not just on border control, but also on the factors that drive people to cross borders illegally in the first place. By addressing root causes, we can create a more sustainable solution that doesn't just react to current crises, but prevents future ones. This may include strategies such as improving conditions in countries of origin, creating legal pathways for immigration, and implementing fair but firm immigration policies. It's clear that quick fixes and political stunts do little to solve the complex issues at hand. Rather, we need a nuanced understanding of the situation, paired with a willingness to engage in thoughtful, bipartisan dialogue. As we look to the future, it becomes clear that a more comprehensive and thoughtful approach to immigration reform could be the key to resolving this issue.